So we are here. Yesterday I gave the definition of a normal matrix. A normal matrix is in one of these. Okay, an identity matrix of order R or identity matrix of order R is a submatrix. Okay, and we have observed that normal matrix is a every normal matrix is basically a echelon matrix, but an echelon matrix not necessarily normal matrix. Okay, so what we'll do today, whatever the problems we discussed in echelon matrix, problems we'll consider rank of the matrix. So we'll have some problems. Okay, so take those problems again. Reduce, all of you note down the problem. Reduce the following matrices into normal form and hence find the rank. Okay, so can you tell me the first matrix that we considered yesterday? It's a 4x3 matrix, if I remember. This is a matrix. Can you read out and so that I will copy? 0, 1, minus 1.
2, 2, minus 2.
What is the first row?
0, 1, minus 1.
Next row?
2, 2, minus 2.
Minus 2.
0, 3, minus 3.
0, 3.
Minus 3, sir.
0, minus 3, yeah?
0, 3, minus 3.
Minus 3.
1, minus 2, 0.
2, 0. Minus 2, 0. Okay, right. Now we'll see how to reduce this matrix into a normal form through a systematic procedure. Okay, so half of the procedure is similar to that of normal form, echelon form method. Okay, so what we do, we would like to place a pivot element here. Okay, if there is a pivot element, you will round it, and using row operations, you will be making elements under the pivot element 0. And in normal form method, we have to make elements after the pivot position also 0. Okay, so for to make the entries after the pivot position 0, we use column transformations. Okay, so to make these two entries 0, okay, we'll use column transformations. To make these entries 0, we use row operations. Okay, if there is not a pivot element, if there is a 0 entry in the diagonal position, we'll try to fill up that diagonal position with a non-zero entry by interchanging any two rows. Okay, or in case of columns, so we can interchange any two columns also. So in normal form method, application of row transformations as well as column transformations are also allowed. Okay, to make entries under the below the pivot position, we use row operations. To make elements after the pivot position 0, we use column transformation. That is the only thing. Okay, remaining procedure will be same. So in this case, now again you see there is a 0 entry in 1 position, diagonal position. So first you interchange this row with any other row, or you can interchange this column with any other column. Which one you want me to do? Because row and column transformation both are allowed.
The column.
Shall I interchange C1 and C2?
Yes, sir.
So that that will be occupied by a non-zero entry. Okay, so this is equals to 1, 2, 3, minus 2, 0, 2, 0, 1, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, 0. Okay, what is the expected answer of this problem? What should be the rank of the matrix? Whatever we got previously.
3.
What was the rank previously? 3. So we should expect a normal matrix containing a submatrix of order 3. Okay. So this is a matrix. Okay. So now, sorry. Now you round the pivot position. Now round the pivot. Now this is the pivot. Now using this pivot, okay, I'll call this as pivot row and I'll call this as pivot column. Using pivot row, you make the elements under the pivot 0 using row operations. Using pivot column, you make the entries after the pivot 0 using column transformations. Okay. So, so in the next page, we'll continue the discussion. So let me partition this page. Can you tell me the previous matrix? A is equivalent to what is the matrix after the column transformations?
1,
First
0.
column. Are you telling row or column?
Row, sir.
1 0 minus 1 0 minus 1. Next one.
2, 2 minus 2.
2 2 minus 2.
3, 0 minus 3.
Last row.
Minus 2, 1, 0.
Minus 2 1 0. Okay. Now this is our pivot. Now you have to apply row transformations. How many row transformations I have to apply? I have to make these 3 portions. So 3 row transformations. Can you tell me those row operations? R2 gets
R2, R2 minus
R2
2,
minus
R1.
2R1. R3 gets R3 minus 3R1. 3R1. What is the last one? R4 gets R4 plus 2R1. R4 plus 2R1. Okay. Then what will be the equivalent matrix? You can have your calculator or with your own calculations you can tell me. So 1 0 minus 1. What is the next row? 2 minus 2 0. 2 minus 0 2. Minus 2 plus 2 0. Minus 2 plus 2 0. What is the next calculation? 3 minus 3 0. 0 minus 0 0. Minus 3 plus 3 0. What is the next one? Minus 2 plus 2 0. 1 plus 0 0. 1 plus 0 1. 0 minus 2 minus 2. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Now what are the next set of operations I have to apply? After making under the pivot position 0, you have to make the elements after the pivot position 0. Already this entry is occupied by, this position is occupied by 0. So only we have to apply one column transformation to make this entry 0. So what is the row operation now? C3 gets
C3
Yes, C3
plus
plus
C1.
C plus C1. C3 plus C1. So A is equivalent to 1 0 0 0 0 2 0 1 0 0 0 minus 2. Is it okay? Now, now leave the first row. Leave the first row and come to the second row. Whatever the procedure we applied so far, same procedure repeat from second row onwards. So now which position I have to look at?
2 2.
Pivot.
Diagonal position. Is this pivot or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Once this is pivot, round it. Now apply the procedure. Now what operations have to apply now?
R4 gives 2R4
Row
minus R2.
row operation to make this entry 0. So for that R4 gets sorry 2R4
Minus R2.
minus R2. That's it. So it is going to be 1 0 0 0 2 0 0 0 0 0 2 minus 2 0 minus 2 minus 2. Is it okay? Now after that I have to make the entries after the pivot 0. This is 0. Is that okay? Next, so this task is over. Now come to the third row. Which position I
Sir,
have to
it's
think?
minus 4
Where? Which one?
into 2
Oh, 2
R4.
R. Yeah. 2 R4 minus R2, no? Right. 2 R4 minus. That it should be minus 4. Agreed. Okay. Now, so we made entries under the pivot position 0, after the pivot position 0. So leave the second row, come to the third row. In the third row, which one I have to see?
3
Diagonal position 3.
diagonal.
But this diagonal position is occupied by 0. So I have to look down.
Interchange.
Interchange third row and
4th row.
third row and fourth row. So R3 interchange with
R4.
R4. Then it will be equivalent to 1 0 0 0 2 0 0 0 minus 4 0 0 0. Is our task over?
No.
Yes, sir.
Is our task over? No,
No.
because normal matrix contains
Only
only
one.
once has non-zero entries. Am I right? So you have to make these two entries one. For that, either you apply row transformations or column transformation. Which one you want me to apply?
Row.
Row. Okay, I will apply.
Divide
So
by
divide second row with the 2.
2.
Divide third row with the
3rd row.
minus.
Minus 2.
So if I do that, so what do I get? Third row, no? Third row, second row?
Second row. Second row.
Second row. So
R2
R2 gets
changes to 1 by
R2
2
gets
R2.
1 by 2 into R, and R4 changes to minus 1 by 4 into R4. Then A is equivalent to 1 0 0
Sir, it's
R3, sir.
R3, sir.
R3. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
R3
yeah.
is
This is R.
minus.
I agree. This is R3. Which is R3. So 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0. How this is looking like?
IR 0, sir.
Third type.
I3.
Column
I
matrix.
I3 is 0. Okay, this is a normal matrix. Therefore, what is sorry, there is a mistake here. So therefore, what is rank of A? Rank of A is equal to rank
3.
of normal matrix is equal to 3. So we got the rank 3, right? So rank will not change. Rank of a matrix is unique. Whatever the method you apply, okay, finally you should get, all of you should get the same rank. Is this clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's how we convert a given matrix into normal. We'll just do one more problem and then see another method. Okay, so can you take one more matrix? I'll now randomly give one matrix. Okay, it could be something like this. 1 minus 1 0 minus 2 3 0 4 0 2 1 minus 2 minus 1 0 minus 1 minus 4. Can you find out? All of you try to convert this into normal form. Meanwhile, I to do it on the board. I too will do it here, but don't look at my solution. You do your own solution. At the end, we'll compare our solutions. Okay, I'll be doing parallelly. You two will do without telling to you. All of you do it on yourself. 2 0 3 minus 2 1 0 4 plus 2 6.
Sir, it's 4, sir.
Where C4 gets C4 minus C1. I think there
I'm
is
saying
a.
rank is 4, sir.
Okay, you are telling rank is 4. Let me check. I am doing mistake. So minus 2 minus 2 minus 2 minus 2 minus 14. 0 0 plus 1 3. Next C4 gets minus 14 3. Next pivot is this. Next R3 gets R4 gets R4 plus R3. minus 11. So last one, C3 gets C4. C4 gets C4 minus plus C3. So that will become
Sir, rank is 4.
0, yes, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0,
Rank is 4, sir.
0. But am I getting 4? 0.
Yes, sir.
So 0, 0, 0, 3.
Minus 11.
What was the last one?
Minus 11.
C4 plus minus 11, right?
Minus 11.
What is the last operation? So previously I divided a row, now I will divide with the column. So C4 gets minus 1 by 11 into C4. So that becomes 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now this is nothing but I4. Therefore, rank of A is equals to 4. All of you got the same form? All of you got I4?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Everyone is able. Any raised?
No, sir.
So you understood this procedure, no? Okay. So from this, what is your understanding? Whatever the method we are adapting in normal form, whatever the operations we are using, finally all of you are arriving to the same form. All of us are getting the same form I4. That means what a normal form of a given matrix is unique. Normal form of a given matrix is unique. You don't get we don't get different normal forms, but we may get different echelon forms. Okay, we may get different forms, different echelon forms, but still rank is same. But we all will get the same normal form, and the rank also will be same. Okay, so what you can do here, you write it as a note. Okay, note. What is our understanding? First one, echelon form of a given matrix is not unique. Okay. Next, normal form of a given matrix is always unique. And rank of a matrix is unique. We already written in the properties of rank. Okay. So echelon form is not unique, but normal form is unique. Now, whatever the problems we discussed here, as I gave, whatever the problems I gave as homework, you take all these problems as homework again. Instead of echelon form, what you do, you convert these matrices into normal form. Okay, so take these problems again to find out rank of the matrix using normal form. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so next. So we'll proceed to the next topic. Okay. So now write a result. One result. Okay. Result on matrices. Okay. So what the result says is, suppose A is a matrix of order m by n. Suppose A is a matrix of order m by n. Okay. Then there exists two non-singular matrices. equal to n. So this is what the result says. For every matrix of order m by n, you can always find two non-similar matrices P and Q such that PAQ equal to a normal matrix. Okay. So what will be the problem? You will be asked to find out two such non-similar matrices which will give PAQ equal to normal form. Okay. So that's also an important model in examination point of view. So take the problem. So problem is find P and Q such that PAQ equal to n normal matrix where A is given by. Now we'll take one matrix, one such matrix where A equal to. Can we take a homework problem? Whatever I gave yesterday. I will take. I will take one small matrix. Let me take a 3 by 4 matrix. Okay. So -1, 1, 0, 2, 0. -2, 3, 4, okay, 1, 2, -4, something like 1. So I randomly give some numbers. Okay. Now it is a matrix of order 3 by 4. It is a matrix of order 3 by 4. Now listen to this procedure carefully. Now what we do? Can I write A as I into A into I?
Yes,
Here
sir.
can you tell me the order of these identity matrices? This is a 3 by 4 matrix, remember. So what will be the order of this matrix?
3 by 3.
3 by 3 and 4.
So I can write it as I3, right?
Yeah.
Now what will be the order of this matrix?
4.
I4.
4.
So if A is an m by n matrix, I can write it as Im A In. Am I right? So where this one is called prefactor, this one is called post factor. I3 is prefactor, I4 is post factor. Now copy the matrix again, and so what do you mean by that? So -1, 1, 0, 2. All of you please understand that we require a lot of patience when doing problems in matrices. Okay. Even small mistake will do the entire problem wrong. So -1, 1, 0, 2, 0, -2, 3, 4, 1, 2, -4, 1. Now what you do here, you just write down identity matrix. No need to write A as it is. So what is I3? I3 means what? 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Next, what do you mean by I4? 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now what you have to do is, using row and column transformations, you convert this into normal form. We know how to convert a given matrix into normal form, just now we did it. But what you have to do parallelly is, when you are applying row operations to here, same set of row operations you apply to the prefactor. Whatever the row operations you are applying here, simultaneously apply the same row operations to the prefactor. While applying column operations, column transformations, simultaneously apply the same column transformations to the post factor. That is the only thing that you have to remember. Okay. So row operations for prefactor, column operations for post factor. So if you are applying those operations simultaneously, finally you will be arriving to the stage n equal to PAQ. Okay. Now can you tell me these operations one by one? What is our pivot in the first row? -1. What
Minus
row
1.
operations? What row operation I have to apply?
R3
R3 gets
plus R.
Yes,
R3 plus R1.
R1. Okay.
Plus
Now what is the symbol I have tried here? Implies, because already equality is there. So I should write a connection between the equations. Connection between the equations is implication, right? So -1, 1, 0, 2, 0, -2, 3, 4, 1 minus 1, 0, 2 plus 1, 3, -4 plus 0, -4, 1 plus 2, 3. Same row operations you apply to the prefactor. So 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. So 1, 0 plus 1, 1, 0, 1 multiplied with the I4 is same. 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. Now what is the next set of what are the next set of operations?
Column.
Column.
C2
What are
changes to
those?
C2 plus C1.
C2 replaced by C2 plus C1. C4 replaced by C4 plus 2C1. Okay. So then what will be the next equation?
-1, 0, 0.
Right. -1, 0, 0. C2 plus C1. 0, -2, 3. 0, 3, -4. 2 plus 2. 2 minus 2, 0. 4, 3. Now apply these operations to the post factor. So 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1 into A. I will ask you one question at the end of this problem. So first one is 1, 0, 0, 0. C2 gets C2 plus C1. So 0 plus 1, 1,
1.
1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. C4 gets C4 plus 2 C1. That means 0, 2, 0, 1. Am I right? So now we made elements under the pivot 0, after the pivot 0. Next go to the second row, second column, diagonal portion, which is the pivot. So round it and apply the row operations. What is the row operation I have to apply? R3 gets.
Sir,
Now you
1 4.
One
In the
Three.
prefactor, sir, we
plus
have
3.
1 more, sir.
any mistake?
In the prefactor, sir, we have a 1 more, sir, because we did the row operations and we changed even in the
I
prefactor.
applied row operations. You are
And we
telling.
got 1 more here, sir.
0, 1, sir.
We got
Here,
the
here,
first
here,
is 1 0 1 no, sir.
in the prefactor.
Yes, and
Here,
prefactor.
R3 gets R3
Reason,
plus
sir.
1, 1, 0, 1.
Yes, sir. After that, in the next step, sir, you forgot to write 1, sir.
Okay, okay, I understood. So here this must be 1. Is it fine?
Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
Now what is the row operation I have tried? R3 gets, tell me.
Sir, in column 4, 2 should be in
Sir,
first
in the
row.
First go.
2001.
In Sir, in column 4, 2 should be in the first row, no, sir.
Here,
2 times C1 plus C2.
here,
Yes, sir.
here.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So there is a mistake here. Plus 2C1. C4 plus 2C1 means what? It has to be 2. 0,
0.
0, 1. Is it fine now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, right. So now this is 2 or 3. 2 or 3 plus
3 are 2.
3 r. Okay. Now can you tell me the operation matrix? Minus 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, minus 2, 3, 4, 0, 0, minus 8 plus 9. Minus 8 plus 9 is 1. Please mute yourself. Minus 6 plus 12. Minus 6 plus 12 is
6.
am I right? Minus 8 plus 9 is. Okay, so which is equals to 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. R3 gets 2 R3 plus 3 R2. So 2 plus 0, 2, 0 plus 3, 3, 2. Okay, so into post factor is same. Post factor will be 1, 1, 0, 2, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. What is the next operation they have to apply? I have to apply two column transformations. So what are the two column transformations? C3, column transformation for C3 and C4. C3 gets 2C3 plus 3C2 and C4 gets C4 plus 2C2. Am I right? So that I will do in the next page. So can you tell me those operations?
C3 as
C3 gets tell me
2C3
C3
plus 3C2.
2C3 plus 3C2 and C4 gets
C4 plus 2C2.
plus 2C2. Now can you tell me the columns? What is the first column?
Minus 1, 0, 0.
Second column?
0, minus 2, 3.
3. 3, yeah?
0.
We already made this entry 0, no? Zero minus 2 0 minus 1 0 0 0 minus 2 0. What is the next entry? 0
0, 0, 0, 3, 1, sir. After applying the row operations, it is 0, 0, 2, sir.
So we are at this stage, right? Minus 1
Yes,
0
sir.
0 is fine. 0
After
minus
applying
2
the
0
column operations,
operation. This is 0. This is 0. This will be
2, sir.
2.
2. This will be 2. What is the fourth column?
0, 0, 6, sir.
0,
What is the next? 2 3 2.
2, 3,
2
2.
3. Okay. So can you tell me the post factor now? What is the first column? 1 0 0 0.
0, 1, 0, 0.
1 1 0 0. 1 1 0 0. Now can you tell me the third column after applying the operation? 2C3 plus 3C2.
3300.
3 3 0 0. Can you tell me the last column? C4 plus
4201.
2C2. 4 2 0 1.
4201.
4201. Okay. Now, what is the next thing? Okay, next one. See, never divide any row or column at this stage till the end of the problem, because if you are dividing, same division should be applied to row or prefactor or post factor. Then the subsequent calculations may be difficult due to fractions. Okay, so avoid getting fractions till we arrive to the last step. Okay. So what is the next
Sir.
pivot? Tell me.
Sir,
Sir,
C3
in
is
this
3320,
C3
no, sir?
3320.
This one, 33
3320, sir.
3320.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because we have
33.
one over there
Yeah.
and we'll apply 2C3, no, sir.
2C3. 2C3 plus
3C2,
2C3
sir.
plus 3C2. 2C3
Yes.
plus 2C2 means it should be 2.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
3320.
Tell me.
3320.
3320.
3320.
Hmm.
Column 4 is fine.
Yes, sir.
Now what is the next pivot? Next pivot is 2. Now what is the row operation we have to apply?
Column operation.
Nothing row operation.
No row operation, column operation. So C4 gets
C4 minus 3C3.
C4 minus 3C2.
3C2. So from this it is going to be C, right, C4 minus 3
C3.
C3, right, because third column containing the pivot. So this is going to be minus 1 0 0 0 minus 2 0 0 0 2
C4
0 0 0.
minus
So
3C3.
refactor is as it is
3 is
0
9.
0
3
0
2
1
is 6.
2 3 2 into A. What is the post factor?
1 0 0 0
1 0 0 0 1
1
1 0 0
0
3 3 2
2 0
C4 minus 3 C3 C4 minus 3 C3 4 minus 9
Minus 5. 2
next
minus 9
C4
minus 7.
minus 7
minus
next
Minus 6.
minus next
1.
minus 1 only 1.
Only 1.
Yes.
Okay. Now what are the last set of operations? You can use row operations or column operations. Which one you want me to apply?
Row, sir.
Row. So R1 gets minus 1 into R1. R2 gets minus 1 by 2 into R2. And R3 gets 1 by 2 into R3. So this will become so this will become 1 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 equal to minus 1 0 0. Next minus 1 by 2 0 minus 1 by 2 0. Next R3 gets 1 by 2, so 1 3 by 2
3
1
1
to A. What is post factor? Post factor 1 1 3 minus 5 0 1 3 minus 7 0 0 2 minus 6 0 0 0 1.
1.
Okay. Therefore, we got an equation of the form n. Is it a normal matrix or not?
I3 6.
N equal to P A Q, where P equal to I am writing this minus 1 0 0 0 minus 1 by 2 0 1 3 by 2 1 and Q equal to
1 1 3 1.
8 1 1 1, 3, minus 5, 0, 1, 3, minus 7, 0, 0, 2, minus 6, 0, 0, 0. Now the question, what is the actual question?
Find P and Q.
Actually, I should modify the problem. Find two non-singular matrices. Find two non-singular matrices P and Q such that P equivalent. Now we got two matrices P and Q such that n equal to PAQ. Now how do you ensure that these two are non-singular? Tell
Determine.
me.
No.
By finding the determinant, but without finding the determinant, can you tell? Just by looking at these matrices, can you tell whether these matrices are singular
Yes, sir.
or not? How? How do you ensure that non-singular?
Submatrices.
No.
Upper triangular, lower triangular matrices.
Yeah. What kind of
Rank.
matrix is it? What kind of matrix it is?
Upper and lower triangular matrix.
This is upper triangular or lower triangular?
Lower triangle.
Lower
Lower
triangular.
This is lower triangular, Q is upper triangular. Can you see that? All the elements above the principal diagonal are 0, therefore lower triangular. All the elements below the principal diagonal are 0, therefore upper triangular. So what happens if there are triangular matrices? What is the determinant of a triangular matrix?
No.
Product of diagonal elements. The determinant of a triangular matrix is the product of diagonal elements. So what is it? Product 0 or non-zero? Non-zero.
Non-zero.
Therefore, P is non-singular. What is its product? Non-zero.
Non-zero.
Therefore, it is non-singular. So, in a triangular matrix, when triangular matrix will be singular?
It's the
If
product.
one of the
Product of
if one of the
If
diagonal
one
elements is
diagonal element is 0.
because 0 into anything is 0. So, if you don't see any 0 entry in the diagonal portion, that itself is an indication that the matrix is a non-singular matrix in a triangular matrix. Is it clear? Therefore, I
Sir,
could
every
see.
time we do the operations for P and Q, sir, we will get a triangular matrix only, sir.
Yeah. In this method, if you do like this, every time you will get a triangular matrices. But the point is, these P and Q are not unique. Why not unique? Instead of applying row operations here, I could apply column operations. No. In that case, P will be Q. This one, Q will be another one, which can. PAQ equal to N. Okay. So clearly, P and Q are lower and upper triangular matrices.
We should write that as a note, or we should write it for the sum only, sir.
Part of solution. In which all the diagonal entries are non-zero and Q are non-singular matrices. E equal to N. Is it okay? So I think this problem alone, one problem is sufficient, no? All of you understood this method, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you just take one of the problem given in here. and find out P and Q such that PAQ equal to N. Okay. Okay. You can take some.
Show the last lines, sir.
Yeah, I will show. Write down. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, so there can exist n number of P and Qs.
What I can say is P and Q, there can be different pairs of P and Q such that PAQ is in normal form. It is
They
not
should be
unique.
non-singular. That's the only condition.
Yeah. P and Q must be non-singular. There will be two different pairs of non-singular matrices P and Q such that PAQ could end. It is not unique. It depends on the way you apply the row or column transformations.
Okay.
Is it
Thank
clear? Anything else? So you just take one problem as homework, and so maybe for the first problem in the normal form. Okay. For this matrix itself, you try to find out P and Q. Take this as homework. For this matrix, you find out P and Q. Okay. So in tomorrow's class, I'm going to introduce a system of linear equations. I mean tomorrow class means next class. So that is a very important class. Okay. So don't option for the next class. Next class will be on Monday 3rd hour, I guess. Okay. So in that I'm going to discuss about system of linear equations. Okay. So stay back. Let me take the attendance.